Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Toon Duelists. My name is Prototype, and today I got another hero deck profile for you guys. This time it's post-Mace, so with the new Masked hero support, it didn't change too much, so we'll go over it really quick. But at the end of the video I also included my siding patterns, because I've been to locals this weekend and some stuff changed in my side deck, and I thought it's useful to you guys to explain how I'm siding. Alright, let's dive into the video. So we're playing 3 copies of Stratos, still obviously 1 copy of Neos, and then 1 copy of each of the new Masked heroes, 1 Furnace, 1 Dusk Crow. I'm not playing 2 copies or 3 copies because those are searchable and you only want them after you get hand trapped basically. They are really good though. If you play a build that plays more than 40 cards, then you should definitely consider playing multiple copies of those. But since we are playing a 40 card build and our deck space is really tight, we are only playing 1 copy each. Next up, Vision Hero lineup. Standard ratio, nothing new, nothing special. We can rush over that real quick and look at the next cards, which are our Destiny heroes, also standard 3 Malicious, 1 Denier, 1 Plasma. And those are our consistency spells, 3 Hero Lives obviously, and 1 Rhoda and 1 Pot. Rhoda became even stronger now since you can search Dusk Crow with it now. And then our Fusion and Mask Change spells, 1 Mask Change, 1 Miracle Fusion, 1 Polymerization, 1 Favorite Contact, and then 1 Called by the Grave. Now to the non-engine. 2 copies of Troll and Lock and 1 Imperm, which replaces the 3rd copy of Troll and Lock that is on the ban list now. 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, 3 copies of Fuvalos, and 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Extra deck, our Masked hero lineup, 1 Dark Claw, 1 Blast to be able to dodge hand traps with Stratos, then 1 copy of the new Atomic and 1 copy of Chaos. Chaos is mandatory because really strong card and we are finally able to summon it out easily now. But Atomic right here I'm testing to see how often it comes up. If it doesn't come up that often, I'm considering putting back in the Threat Decimator right here. That's the card I cut for Atomic. Threat Decimator also barely came up, so now I'm trying to see which one comes up more often, and then that's the one I'm gonna go with. For now it's gonna be Atomic. E-Hero lineup, Infernal Rage, Sunrise, 2 copies of Wake Up, 1 copy of Shining Neos Wingman, and then 1 copy of the new Thunder Giant, which is really strong and actually could replace one of the Wake Up UE heroes here, because you can use that one going first for your combo instead of the Wake Up and still play the full combo, because this one lets you summon Stratos from your graveyard and then search your Plasma. This one gets popped and then you summon Stratos from your deck and then search the Plasma. So it doesn't really make a difference. Both get you to your Stratos and both get you to your Plasma. So if extra deck space is tight, we can cut 1 Wake Up and just use the new Thunder Giant for the going first combo as well. And then we have 1 DPE, 2 Cross Crusaders, 1 Infernal Devicer, and 1 Wonder Driver for our linked monsters.
D の力、それは相手モンスターを吸収し、そのモンスターの能力と半分の攻撃力を得る。何？ルーディ、ダイレクトアタック、ブラッディフィアーズ。
Alright guys, let's talk about siding patterns real quick. So we did some changes to the side deck, because when I was at locals I noticed with Dark Ruler No More that shit gets negated by Draco Tail and by Radiant Typhoon, which both are currently on top of the meta, so we needed something else. And therefore I decided it's not the board breaker meta, it is the hand trap meta. So I took out the 3 Dark Renomore and added 2 Whaler and 1 Nip. And then I also removed 1 Mask Change and added another Nip, because we also play 1 Mask Change in the main deck now with the new Masked Heroes, obviously. And then I also put 2 Fusion Destinies into the side deck, and 1 Fusion Destiny I removed completely. Alright, let's look at the siding patterns, what I'm siding for going first and what I'm siding for going second, and how I side. Okay, so going second, we're siding less because we already play a bunch of non-engine in the deck, right? Hand traps that interrupt our opponent. So there's not that much we have to side. What I'm siding out going second is Called by the Grave, Thought of Prosperity, and Mask Change. Those are cards that don't really get you anywhere when your opponent has already a bunch of negates on their board. So instead you want to interrupt them, right? And it depends on the matchup that I'm playing against. I will put in 2 Imperms and 1 Whaler, because when you summon Nip, then you have a token on your side, you cannot use a hero lives, but some decks are really weak to Nip, so, or summon a lot, and then in that case I'd still go for the Nip, and I hope I don't draw Nip and a hero lives at the same time. But yeah, that's pretty simple. That's how I side when I go second. Let's look at going first. Okay, going first, I'm actually siding out 9 cards. And I'm basically siding out all the non-engine that I'm playing, but Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom stays in here even going first, because you want to see that in case your opponent has Fuvalos or Purulia, then you can Ash it. And therefore you need Ash Blossom in there as a counter to those cards, to those hand traps. And that's why we keep it in there. But the other 9 pieces of non-engine that we have in the deck are going out, and we're siding those cards in here. 2 E-calls to make the deck more consistent, to make sure you're always going into your combo. 2 Fusion Destinies to play through hand traps. Triple Tactics Talent to strip your opponent from another hand trap after they used one. Mask Change to dodge Imperm or Veiler. And then Rivalry, obviously, to restrict your opponent from playing, basically. Anti-spell fragments is really good, because what you die against a lot is board breakers. When you set up your full board, you eat Dark Renomore or you eat a Droplet or something like that, then usually they broke your board already, or even Lightning Storm can mess with your board a lot already. So anti-spell fragments is really good, because then they have to set down their board breakers and cannot use them that turn. Therefore, this is a really good card for us. And then Solemn Judgment to just negate their board breaker or whatever they are using or activating to break your board. You save Solemn Judgment for that and just say no and tell them, no, you're not gonna break my board like that, because old man says no. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I would appreciate a lot if you left a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss content. And then we also got a combo video coming up this week on this channel. Of course, with the new Masked Hero support, the combos changed a little bit, or you have different options, different routes you can play now. And I will explain those. So catch you in the other video. Peace out.